So guys, I'm gonna discuss about a so interesting and also the impressive lesson, because this is the first time I will be discussing about all the tenses. Those who have the knowledge of English grammar zero, they will be able to increase up to hero. Mean, yes, I'm giving the guarantee. If you watch this video completely, then you will be able to learn the 12 tense with all the grammar. Okay, suppose you always get scared of English grammar. If you watch this video, then I am giving the promise, then you will be able to dispel your scare. Okay, so let's get started. So at first we have to know the tense. Actually, what is the tense? Why should we study tense? Why will we study tense? So tense, definition of tense, you know, tense of a verb tell us when the action take place. The action of a verb when it take place. Each and every tense also can be divided into four. Okay, like indefinite, continuous, and perfect continuous. So if I say present, so present in indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous tense. And same way, the past indefinite, past continuous, and past perfect and past perfect continuous, and also future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. So there are 12 tenses. Okay, so one by one we will be knowing. Okay, one more things you have to know. At first you have to know if the sentence starts from do or does, or have or has, or am is are. Okay, so sentence start from do, does, have, has, and am is are, then you have to think this is the present tense. That means this is given in present tense. If the sentence start from the did or had or was and were, then you have to think that it is given in past tense. If the sentence is start from shall or will, then you have to think this is the future tense. Okay, these all are called the helping verb. Okay, this is all are called helping verb. So for the interrogative and also the WH question, we have to recognize by this helping verb whether it is the present tense, past tense, or future tense. So at first we have to know the present indefinite. So present indefinite means not defined. Okay, so not define the time. Okay, that means the work which we do the regularly basis, persistently, or that means, so it is not defined but regularly we do the work. That means it's refer the habitual, it refer the habitual work. Okay, so the structure of the present indefinite, so indefinite structure, subject, then main verb, and v1. So v on all main verb, it may be with the main verb, maybe yes or yes. Okay, and object. If I say I play, I play. Okay, or he plays. Now I play football. Football. He plays football. Now you can observe, for I, just I use main verb, simply main verb. I use only main verb play. I play football. And second, in the second sentence, I have used plays, because yes, I told you that we have to add s or es with the main verb. So we have to know when we have to add the s and also yes. So if the subject third person, ठीक है, person and singular word, what did I say? If the subject third person and singular number, then if the subject is third person singular number, then we have to add s or yes with the main verb. Now we have to know the way what are the third person. So person, the first, second and third. First I and we, second you as a subject, okay, and he, she, it and any name, okay. So here he third person and also singular number, so that's why here yes is added, okay. So now I told you it here yes or yes may be added. So now if you observe, he suppose he goes to school, okay, he goes to school. Here main verb is go and we have added es with the main verb, okay, yes. So why yes, not why not only yes? So now we have to know if the verb with the end letter o, x, s, ch, okay, o, x, s, and double s, the verb with the end letter o, x, s, and double s, then we have to add es, okay, otherwise only s. So next we will learn about the interrogative. So interrogative of present indefinite. So structure this: at first do or does, then subject, then main verb, okay. So if I say do you, okay, at first do, subject you, do you study, do you study, do you do you play, do you play cricket, do you play cricket, do you have tea, okay. So now here the subject is you, that means second person, that is why do. If the subject third person singular number, then it will be does does he does he have tea, does he have tea, or does he play cricket, okay. That means we are making the question, that means interrogative, in interrogative sentence of present indefinite we are making question. Do you study, do do you play cricket, I'm making question, okay. Do you have tea, or does he play cricket? So this is how we can make the interrogative sentence of present indefinite. Now, so here you can make the negative of interrogative. So you can make the negative of interrogative. How? So just do, if just do will be don't, and does will be doesn't. That means contraction of do not, it will be don't, and does not doesn't, okay. So if I say you don't you study, Don't you study? Huh? Don't you play cricket? Don't you play cricket? Or we can say, don't you have tea? Don't you have tea? Or, yeah, does not. Does not, that is, doesn't. Doesn't he have tea? Doesn't he have tea? Or doesn't he play cricket? So this is how we can make the negative of interrogative sentence of present indefinite. Okay, so next we will learn about the WH question. WH question of present indefinite. Present indefinite WH question. Okay, so the structure, at first we have to put a WH word, then do or does. Okay, do or does depend on the subject. You know, if the subject is third person singular number, it will come does, otherwise do. Okay, and the main verb, and the WH word will use according the sentence, according to meaning. Okay, so like when subject you, so when do you study, when do you study, when do you study? So I can say, where do you go, where do you go every day in the morning? So where do you go? Where do you go every day in the morning? So please tell me, where do you go every day in the morning? Here the subject is the second person. That is why do. This is the second person. So do. If I say when 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 does he go to school? Observe. So here the subject is the third person singular number, that is why does. So subject is the third person singular number, that is why does. We have used does. When does he go to school? When do you, when when does your sister, when does your sister get up? Get up. Okay. So when does your sister get up? Here the subject, your sister, is the third person singular number. That is why we have used does. So when does your sister get up? In the morning. When do, if I say, when do you get up? When do you get up? Here the subject you, that is why we have to use do. When do you get up in the morning? When do you have tea in the morning? Okay, this is how we have to make this WH question. We can make it a negative sentence, like when do you study? So I can say, why? Yeah, I told you, yeah, you have to change the WH word according to meanings. Okay, so why? If I say, why don't you? So it will be don't. If I say, why don't you study? You can say, why don't you study? What's the problem with you? Why don't you go to school? Where do you go every day in the morning? So so this is the WH word. It's not appropriate if I want to make the negative sentence. So it will be, why why don't you go there? We can say. So this is how we can make the negative of WH. Okay, so now we'll learn about the present continuous tense. So at first we have to know what is the present continuous tense. So present continuous tense means the work which is happening, which is occurring. That means the work which hasn't been completed yet. So in this sense, we have to use this structure, mean present continuous tense. So present continuous tense we have to use for the continue action, for the continue action, the verb which hasn't been completed. So structure is that the at first we have to use subject, then am is heard, then main verb plus ing, then object. Like I can say I am making a video for YouTube. Okay, so I this is the subject. Now we have to know the uh, where is am and where is and where is are. Chalo, we have to know the after I it will be am. This is for always. Always am for I. Okay, so we have to know am for I always, and is for singular subject, and are for plural plural subject. So this structure, this rule, if you memorize this, then you won't get any problem. Okay, about using of am is are. So what did I say? After I, it will be am always, for always. Okay, and is, we have to use the is if the subject singular. If the subject is singular, we have to use are if the subject is plural. If the subject what plural, then we have to use are. So let's move. So I am making a video. I am making a video. Now you are watching my video. You are you are watching. You are watching my video. See, yeah. See, you is the plural subject. Okay, so you is the singular and also plural. So here you act as a plural subject. So that is why we have used are. So you are watching. You are, so subject at first you, then are, already told you is the plural. Okay, singular as well as plural we know, but we have to consider as a plural. So you are, then main verb watch. Okay, so watch is the main verb. WATCH, watch is the main verb. So after that we have added ing. Okay, so main verb with ing. So watching, you are watching an object my video. They he, okay, yeah, he is playing, he is playing football. He is playing football. See, here subject is the third person and singular number. Third person singular number. That means I told you is for singular subject. He means singular. Obviously, you know that. So he is playing. So play is the main verb. Then we have to add the ing with the main verb. So this is the playing and football. So now if we want to make it an interrogative sentence, so the sentence will be start from helping verb. So here the am will come here. Okay, so am I making a video, and will be a question mark. So am I making a video? Am I making a video? This is the interrogative sentence. Mean I am making question to you. I am making question to you. Am I making a video? Am I making a video? Yes or no? You tell me, am I making a video? Now, if I make it interrogative, this sentence, so are, are, so are. Come, you put the are here before the subject. So, if you put the subject before, if you put the are before the subject, are you watching my video? Yes, I can question you. Are you making? Are you watching my video? Are you watching my video? Literally, are you watching? No, I think you are not watching my video. So, are you watching my video? It is the interrogative sentence. Okay. He is playing football. He is playing football. I can say, is he? Is, yeah, just erase it and move to here. Is he playing a football? I'm making a question. I'm making a question. You, is he playing a football? Okay. So you can say, okay, or and also you can make it the only negative sentence. Yeah, I am I am not. I'm not making a video. I'm not. You can say I'm not making a video. I can say you are not. Are you aren't watching my video. You aren't watching my video. You are not or aren't. You aren't watching my video. That means just it is the negative, just not after the helping verb. So it was the he is playing a football. Just you put not. He is not playing a football. He is not playing a football. Next, we will learn the WH question of present continuous tense. So structure at first WH word, it's depend on the meaning. Okay, so it's depend on meaning. Then am is word. It's depend on the subject. And also the main verb plus ing. Now, if I say what, what are, so what are, we are using are because you, subject is you. So what are you? Main verb do. So what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm making a question to you. What are you doing? What, what, what is, what is he? What is he watching? Here the subject is he. Subject is he. So now that is why we have used is. I told you the am is word have to use according the subject. Here the he is the subject. So after he always come is, is the singular. Okay. So what is he watching? What is he watching? Do you know? You tell me what is he watching? If you say what what uh what am I saying? What am I saying? I don't know. What am I saying? I don't know. I don't know what am I saying. What I'm saying. Okay, so this is how we can make the WH question. Okay, WH question of present continuous. Okay, so next we'll learn about the present perfect tense. So what is the present perfect tense? At first we have to get a little bit concept about the present perfect tense. So if I say the perfect tense means the work which has been completed just now, which has been completed just now or just before some time, the work which has been completed, okay, has been completed just now or just before some times, that is the present perfect tense. Okay, So if I say the structure, the subject, then have or has, then V3, that means past participle of main verb. Okay, past participle of main verb and object. Now, this is the structure of present perfect tense. That means work which has been completed, already entirely completed, entirely completed. Okay. At first, we have to know where where have to use have and where have to use the has. Okay. So now, so I, after I, it will be have always. Okay, like am. So after I, it will be have always. Okay, and have for plural subject, and has for singular subject. This is the rules. If you memorize these rules, then one problem you won't get face. Okay, so that means all the grammar is with this structure, this rule. So after I, it will be have. Okay, and have for plural subject. If the subject is plural, mean it, if the subject refer more than on things or on person, it will be have. If the subject singular, that means it singular means it refer on things or on person, we have to use has always. If I say I have, after I, subject and have and has, and between have and has, it will be have, because I have made my video. Here is, I have made my video. Already making video has been completed. Making video has been completed. Completely it has been completed. So if I say I have I have I have eaten I have eaten I have eaten rice. I have eaten rice. Already eating. Action of eating has been completed. Action of eating has been completed just before it. Just before it. Okay. If I say he he has he has gone to school. See, he has gone. Here has. Why has? He is the singular subject. I told you. Always has for singular subject. I told you. So he has. So this is the third form of go and gone. So he has gone to school. Okay, action of going to school already has been completed. Okay, so that is why it is the present perfect tense. So now, if I make it the interrogative or negative, just simply just we make this the negative sentence. Okay, now it is make the negative sentence. So I have made my video, just I haven't put it, just I haven't or I have not made my video. I have not my video. That means this is the negative. Or I have not eaten rice. This is the negative. Okay, so this is how we can make the negative. He has not, you can say hasn't. He hasn't gone to school. Now you can say, you can make the interrogative sentence. How will you make? See, If you want to make it the interrogative sentence, just this helping verb put before the subject. Put before the subject. Then it will be the interrogative sentence. And at the end of the sentence, you put the WH question mark. Okay. So that means here have or has here, and it will be just after subject, it will be main verb and also third form of the main verb. Okay, so now I want to say I have have I completed, have I made a video. This is the interrogative sentence. Have I made a video? I am making question. I am asking you whether I have made or not. Suppose you are getting the confused whether I have made the video or not. Have have I made my video? Okay. So just put this the helping verb before the subject. Have I eaten rice? Have I eaten rice? You know, always we make the question to the second person. Suppose I am speaking to you, so then subject always be you. Have you made? Have you completed making a video? Have you eaten rice? Have you gone to school? Have you done your homework? Have you done? Okay, this is how we make the interrogative now sentence. We'll learn the WH question. Okay, WH question of present perfect tense. Okay, so if we want to make the a question with present perfect tense, okay, so at first we have to use the WH word. Okay, so when, suppose just if I say when now subject, as a subject we use you. When have, now here the subject is you, that means we have to use the have, because you is the plural subject. Okay, so when have you eaten rice? Here I'm making a question. When have you eaten rice? I'm making a question to you. When have you eaten rice? What have what have you eaten? What have you eaten? What have you eaten? You tell me. What have you eaten? When? Why? Why has he done this work? This work. Now, here the subject is he. He means this is the singular subject. So that is why has. So why has he done this work? Here there is a little difference between the present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense. Okay, in case of present perfect continuous tense, there will mention a particular time. So how long it is happening, how long it is occurring, that will be mentioned in case of present perfect continuous tense. But in case of present continuous tense, there won't be mentioned any particular time. So structure of present perfect continuous tense: subject, have been, has been, that main verb with ing, then object, for or seen, and others. Okay, so at first we have to know use of for and since. Okay, so we use for a particular time, that means a certain or particular time, and since for a point of time, just a point of time. This is the point of time, point of time, and for use for a specific time. Now, so what is the specific time? Specific time and the point of time. Okay. So if I say to observe, I have, subject I have been. Okay. You know, after I it will be have been. So I have been making. So I have been making a video. I have been making a video for 1 hour. Here observe, for the specific time. Already I told, we if we use for, that means a specific time or particular time. So I have been making a video for 1 hour. That means just I am making this video within this time, 1 hour. So if I use the same, that means just one point of time. There is no mention any the specific time. Like I have been making a video since since 3 p.m. 3 p.m. So just I have been making a video since 3 p.m. There is no mention any time, just one point of time. Okay, here 3 p.m. 3 3 p.m. I have been started making video from 3 p.m. but actual way where I am, I don't know. Where it may be 4 p.m. Okay, still now I'm making the video, still now I'm making video. It may be 4, it may be 5, maybe 6, maybe 7, maybe 8. Okay, so how long it is happening, there is no mention in this. For the scene, that means I have been started making video from the 3 p.m. and still now I am making video, but there is no mention the end time of this. But in case of for, if we use for, there is a certain time, there is a fixed time, there is a specific time. Means just I have been making a video for 1 hour, for 2 hours, for 3 hours. Okay, like it has been it. If I use it, it, then just it mean to, it will be to have, oh, it will be has. So it has been raining, it has been raining. If I say for 3 days, so yeah, you can observe, it has been raining for 3 days. That means here we mentioned the particular time, particular specific time. That is why I have used the for. So it has been raining for 3 days. If I say it has been raining, it has been raining since in the morning. In the morning. Now observe, here it has been raining since in the morning. From the morning still now it is raining. It is raining, but I don't know the end point of the raining. So it has been started from the morning. Okay, and what it is happening, it may be now it may be 3 p.m, 5 p.m, 7, 8, 9 p.m, I don't know. So that is why it is called the point of time, just one point of time. This is, it is mentioned one point of time. Okay, so this is how we can make the sentence. Okay, next জানবো আমরা কি past indefinite. So definition of the past indefinite: the work that was done completely in past. Okay, the work which was done completely in past, that is called the past indefinite. Let's see some example of affirmative of past indefinite. Okay, so at first subject I, subject as a subject I. So if I say the v2, that means main v2 or main verb. Okay, I went to school yesterday. Okay, so subject, after that main verb go. Okay, so go is the v1 and went is the v2. Go, went, gone, so we know that go, went, gone. So here we have to use the past form of the main verb. So I went to school yesterday. I talked I talked to Rohim. See, subject, then talk. This is the V2, okay? V2 of talk. TALK. This is the V1 and ED. V2, okay? So I talked to Rahim. Next, he gave me a pen. This is the V2 of give. This is the V2 of give. So he gave me a pen. So this is how we will learn about the affirmative sentence. Just we have to use the V2 after the subject, then object. Okay. Now next for the negative sentence. Okay. So negative mean just we have to use the subject, then did not. That means did not, did plus not, that is didn't. So contraction of did not, that is didn't. Simply subject and didn't, then v1 of main verb, because already did is the past form of do. Did is the first form of do. That is why we have to use the v1 of main verb. Like I I did not. Okay, I did not, that is didn't. Okay, I didn't then go. In the previous exam it was I went to school. Okay, so went was the past form of the go. Okay, now this is the present form go, and here did not. Okay, did not, I didn't go to school yesterday. So I didn't go to school yesterday. I i didn't I didn't. Okay, so the previous sentence it was the talked. Now talk, only talk. This is the v1. Here v1, it was the v2. It was the v2, that was the talk, ed. Now here talk, talk, this is the v1, because already we have used did is the first form of do. So I did not talk to Rahim. Okay, the next example it was he. Okay, so he gave me. So here he didn't gave, it will be give me a pen. Now he didn't give me a pen. Give is the v1 main verb, v1. Okay, v1 of the main verb give, and this is the didn't, that means did not, and object. So he didn't give me a pen. Next we'll learn about interrogative sentence. So interrogative sentence, that means this is one kind of question. So if we want to make the question to someone, then this structure we have to follow. At first did and subject then be on a main verb. Okay, so you, if you think that it is the past indefinite, why are we using the V1? Because this already for the past is already we are using did is the past form of do. Okay, so did, then subject, then main verb. Okay, so main verb V1 and object. If I say did did you did you, okay, so at first did, okay, did, then subject you and main verb. Did you go to school yesterday? Question mark. So i'm I'm questioning you, did you go to school yesterday? Did you go to school yesterday? Okay. Next, did you did you talk? Did you talk? Did is the past form, then subject, then V1 of verb talk. Did you talk to Rohim? Did you talk to Rohim? So I'm making the question to you whether you have spoken to Rohim or not. That is why did you talk to Rohim? Next, did you did you give me a pen? Did you give me a pen? Actually, I'm forgetting whether you gave me or not. So I'm forgetting. So that point of view, I can question: did you give me a pen? Just did you? Then if you put a verb, then it will make a new sentence. So did you go? Did you come? Did you see? Did you take? Did you sing yesterday? So this is how we can make the interrogative sentence. How to make the WH question with past indefinite? So we have to know at first WH word. Okay, so we have to use the WH word according the meanings. Okay, according to meanings, then did, then subject, and then be on of the main verb. So now, if we want to say when did, okay, so as a WH word when, then did, and subject, as a subject we use you. When did you go? When did you go to school? When did you go to school? So at first W is word, then did, then subject, then main verb. So like why? Why did you? Why did you talk? Why did you talk to Rohim? I want to make the question, why did you talk to Rohim? If I want to make another question like why uh, why did you give? Okay, this is the V1 of the main verb. Why did you give him give him money? Why did you give him money? So this is the WH question. If we want to make it a negative, okay, so why? So it will be like why didn't, okay, just did, it was the did, now it make it didn't. Why didn't you go to school? why didn't you go to school? Okay, why did you talk to Rohim? If I want to make it negative, so why didn't you talk to Rohim? So if I say, please you talk to Rohim, just if I say to someone, please you talk to Rohim about that matter. If he didn't, if he didn't talk to Rohim, then I can make it a question. Why didn't you talk? Why didn't you talk to Rohim? I told you to talk to Rohim, but you didn't. Why didn't you talk? Okay, next, why didn't you give? So you can say, why didn't you give him money? I told you to give money him. I told you to give money him, but you didn't give him money. So in this sense, I can make a question, why didn't? I am making a question with the WH word. Okay, so why didn't you give him money? Tell me, is there any reason for not giving money him? Okay, next we will learn about the past continuous tense. So what is the past continuous tense? So definition of past continuous tense means the action of a verb that was happening in past. Okay, that means I'm talking about a time, at a particular time when the work was happening. That means on that particular time work was not completed. Okay, so it is the past continuous tense. In this sense, actually we have to use this structure like subject, then was and were, and main verb B1, and ing and object. So if I say, yes, after subject I, it will be was. I was. Then main verbs, if I say go, so I was go plus ing. Okay, I was going to market. Market yesterday. Yesterday. Full stop. Okay, so I was going to market yesterday. Okay, so going to market yesterday, that mean I mean to say that yesterday action of going was happening. Yesterday action of going was happening. That means on that time it was not completed, it was happening. It was not completed on that time. Okay, that is why it is the past continuous tense. Past, and also it was the continue. In past it was the continue. That is why it is the past continuous tense. Okay, so I was going to market yesterday. If I was watching I was watching a movie. I was watching a movie with Ram. Okay, so I was watching a movie with Ram. Oh, okay. So watching movie. Okay, action of watching was continue on yesterday. If I talk about the yesterday, so then it will be yesterday. So yesterday it was occurring, it was happening. Okay, that time it was not completed, so I was happening. Okay, so they they now they they were playing cricket. They were, now we have to we have to know where will be was and where will be were. Was for singular subject and were for plural subject. Just this you have to memorize. Actual was for singular subject. That means if the subject is refer one person or on thing, then it will be was. If the subject refer more than one person or thing person, then it will be were. Okay, so now they mean it refer more than one person now, so that is why we have to use were. They were playing cricket yesterday. Okay, now if I want to make the negative sentence, okay, so if I want to make the negative sentence of this sentence, so actually I told you, if if I want to make the negative, just not after the was and were. Observe, I was going to market yesterday. If I want to make negatives, I was not going to market yesterday. You can contract wasn't, I wasn't going to market yesterday. Okay, I was watching a movie yesterday. I was not, I was not watching. I was not watching a movie with Ram. Okay, so if I want to make the negative of this, so they were not. So they were not playing cricket. Okay, this is how we can make the negative sentence. Okay, so negative means just after the was and were you put the not, nothing else. Okay, if we want to make it what interrogative sentence, what should we do? I told you, just if we want to make the interrogative sentence, just put the was and were before subject. Okay, that means the structure will be this only. Before subject it will be was and were. Okay, were, then subject, then m1 plus ing plus object, affirmative. This is the interrogative. Okay, next, so now if we want to make the interrogative of this sentence, what will be? This was come here, so what will be? Was I going? What will be? Was I going to market yesterday? I am making the question. I am questioning you. Was I going to market? I am questioning you. Was I going to market yesterday? Did you see me going to market yesterday? Next, same. Was, you put the was before the subject. Okay. Now erase this. What will be? Was I watching a movie with Ram? Did you say? Are you sure that did you see watching movie with Ram? So in this case, I can make a question. Was I watching? Was I watching? Was I watching a movie with Ram? Are you sure? Did you see? Same, the way you put the word before the subject. Were they playing? Were they playing cricket? Were they playing cricket? This is the what? Interrogative sentence. Next, WH question of past continuous tense. How to make the WH question of past continuous tense? Okay, so at first we have to use WH word, then was and were. It's depend on the subject. Okay, it's depend of subject. If the subject is singular, then was. If the subject is plural, then were. Okay, then M1 am V1 plus ing. Okay. So if I want to make a sentence like where, where, so subject, as a subject, if I use you, you is the plural. Okay. So where, where you. So then main verb. At first we use the WH word. Okay, WH word. Then was and where. So it will be where. Okay, as the subject is you. So where you. So subject you. Then m v1. That means go. Go is the v1. That means present form plus ing. Just put ing at where are you going? Yesterday. Where were you going yesterday? Actually, I saw you. I saw you going to somewhere. I saw you going to somewhere. So that is why I can question. So where were you going yesterday? Yesterday in the morning, the evening. What? What? Where? What were you? What were you saying? Saying, saying me. Suppose yesterday you told me something, but I didn't understand. So in this case, I can say, what were you saying me yesterday? Actually, I didn't get you. Please, you tell me. What were you saying me yesterday? Okay. What what was he eating yesterday? Observe. What was he eating yesterday? Here the subject is he, that means refer the one person. That is why we use was. What was he eating yesterday? And about the past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. It is similar to past indefinite, but there is a little difference. Okay. So listen carefully. Action of a verb. Okay, so past tense means action of a verb was completed before a certain point. Okay, so if you understand, in the past tense the two work was happened. Okay, so two works, suppose this is the present tense, mean today. Okay, today. So in the past tense two work was happened. So two, suppose A and B. A and B was the two word. Okay, A and B. Okay, so A, that means one word was done before another. The first work is called the first action of the verb is the past perfect, and second one the past indefinite. Okay, so the affirmative structure of first perfect, subject, then had, then mv3. mv3, that means first participle of the main verb and object. Okay, so let's see some example. Okay, if I talk I I I had done. I had done. Okay, I had done the work before you. did. Try to understand. Okay, that means two work. That means one work I have done and another you have done. Okay, so in this case, that means it was the one A and B, A and B, A and B, and both were completed in past tense. Okay, so work A was completed by me. Okay, the work A was completed by me. That is why I had done. The first one will be the past perfect. So structure, subject, had, and M3. So I had M3 done. Do main verb. Okay. So I had done the work. So actually we are talking about a particular work. Okay, that means proper noun. So I had done the work before you did. This is the first indefinite. Okay, the B word mean which you have done. Okay, if I say another example, so Ram had talked to me about that matter, particular matter. I was informed. Okay, I was informed about a matter. So Ram had talked to me about that particular matter. Before you inform, that means Ram, Ram told me. Ram inform about that matter before you. That means before you inform, before you already Ram told me. Okay, so Ram had talked to me before about that matter before you informed. Okay, now this if we want to make the negative sentence, okay, it's so easy because had is the helping verb. So if there is a helping verb in the structure, then if we want to make the negative, just put the not after helping verb. So now it was had. So I had. So just put not. I had not. I had not done the work before you did. It is a negative sentence. It is the negative sentence. I had not, that is hadn't. I hadn't done the work before you did. Okay. Next, if we want to make negative, just not. The first actual before actual I discussed about the some helping verb. Okay, so had is the helping verb, and also I told if there is a helping verb had in the sentence, then you have to understand it is the past tense. Okay, so Ram had not, that means Ram hadn't talked to me about that matter before you informed. Okay, this is how we have to make the negative. Okay, negative. Now if we want to make the interrogative sentence, so interrogative. Okay, interrogative. Now I told you, if there is the helping verb, if there is any helping verb in the sentence, then we don't need to take any helping verb as a do or did to make the interrogative or negative. So already there is a helping verb is in the sentence. So just put the had before the subject. Had, had. So had I done? This is the question. I am making the question. Had I done the work before you did? Had I done? Can you say me? Same. This had you. put before subject. Okay, had Ram talked, had Ram talked, had Ram talked to me about that matter before you inform. This is the question mark. Okay, this is how we can make the uh, interrogative sentence. We will learn about the past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense. What is the definition of past perfect continuous tense? So if I say the definition, the action of a verb was happening in past tense. Okay, so action of a verb was happening in past. It has gone over the head. it was it has gone over the head. Yes, I know that. So now try to remember, try to understand now. So if we compare with the past continuous tense, past continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense. Okay, so actual past continuous tense, suppose the word, this is today, we are talking at this point. Okay, so we are talking at this point, mean today. Suppose a work was started from the point A and it was completed from the point B. Okay, so the work was started from point A and it was completed B. Okay, so we if we talk about this duration, this duration, then it is the continuous. Okay, continuous. So in case of past continuous tense, this particular time will not mention. Just simply I was watching movie. Okay, in this is the past continuous tense, but here there is no time mentioned. But in case of past perfect continuous tense, there will be time mentioned. Suppose the A point was 10 a.m. and B 11. Okay, 11 a.m. So the work was happening between 1 a.m. to between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay, actually the work was happening. If we say the past perfect continuous tense, then we must have to mention the time. Okay, whether point of time, mean I this structure, I had been doing the work for 1 hour. Okay, I had been doing the work for 1 hour. So actual when I was teaching the presenting, okay, present perfect continuous tense. So actually I told you the use of for and since. Okay, so if we mention the particular time 1 hour, that mean we have to use for, mean specific time. I had been doing work for 1 hour. Okay, I had been doing the work for 1 hour. Already I mentioned. Okay, so mention in case of past perfect continuous tense. Okay, if I use the sin, I had been I had been doing the work since 10 a.m. Since 10 a.m. But this is the point of time. I told you. Okay, sin use point of time. Just one point will be mentioned. Okay, just I started doing work from 10 a.m. The end point is not mentioned. Okay, so this is how we have to use the foreign scene. So now, if I want to compare with the present perfect continuous tense. Okay, that means difference between present perfect continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense. Try to understand. Okay, so first I'm talking about present. Okay, so present perfect continuous. Okay, so present perfect continuous tense mean A was started at this point, mean 10 a.m. Okay, and it is happening, and still now it is happening. It was started a point, that means 1 a.m. 1 sorry 10 a.m. and it is happening still now, actual at that point where I'm talking today. So this the 3 p.m. I am talking 3 at that point 3 p.m. and the work was started here, and it is happening still now. Still now it is happening. This is the definition of present perfect continuous tense. Okay, the work was started before and it is continuous till now. It is happening. This is the present perfect continuous tense. If now second, past perfect continuous tense. Okay, so if I talk about the past perfect continuous tense, the work was started a point mean 10 a.m. and it was it was happening till b till point b mean 11 a.m. and at the point 11 a.m. it was completed. It was started point a that means 1 a.m. and it was completed at the point B, that means 11 a.m. Okay, that means the point where I am talking already the work was completed, but I am telling the work was happening this particular time, and we have to mention this time. Okay, between this time we have to mention in case of past perfect continuous tense. So i I had been doing the work since, yeah, since this 10 a.m. Okay, this is the past. This is the past perfect continuous tense. It was started before and also completed before. I started here and completed past. The started and completed both were completed in past. This is the past perfect continuous tense. Okay, I think you get it. Now let's see some example. Okay, so subject, as a subject, if I say my mom, okay, my mom had been okay, M1 MV1 suffer plus ing. So my mom had been suffering from fever. Okay, so for 3 days, fixed time, specific time for 3 days. Okay, so that, let's see. So my mom as a subject had been Shepherding. So suffer, shepherd, this is the main verb, and with the main verb ing. Okay, we have to add. So my mom had been shepherding from fever. This is the object, and for 3 days. Okay, for 3 days. So this is the specific time. Specific time. Okay. If I use the scene, so scene, fever, scene, Sunday. Next example, if I say he he had been he had been playing. He had been playing football. Football for 2 hours. 2 hours. Okay. So he had been playing football for 2 hours. So now, if we want to make the negative, just had not been. Mom had not been. My mom had not been suffering from fever. He had he had not been. Okay, this is how we can make the negative. If we want to want to make the interrogative, just put this helping verb before the subject. Had. Just erase the not. Okay, erase the not. Now put the had here. Had my mom. Had my mom, not here, had. Okay, so had my mom been suffering from fever since Sunday? Now, had had he, okay, had he been playing? Had he been playing football for 3? We will learn about the future indefinite. So definition of future indefinite. Action of a verb will be done in future. That means the action of a verb hasn't been done yet. Now you try to understand it. Suppose I am talking behalf of this point. Suppose this is the 3 p.m. and this is the 2 p.m. This is the 4 p.m. Okay. So I am talking behalf of this point. Okay. So work, suppose the work is work A. A. So the definition of the future indefinite, the work, action of a verb, suppose this is a verb, action of a verb, will be done in future. That means future. Now this is the 3 p.m. At the 3 p.m. it hasn't been done yet. At the 4 p.m. or more than 4 p.m. it will be done. That means future. This is the future. Okay. So in future indefinite, in future it will be done. Okay. So let's some examples, like if the structure of future indefinite, so affirmative means subject, then shall or will, it's depend on subject. Okay, then MV1, that means beyond of main verb and object. Now we have to learn at first where will be shall and where will be will. Okay, so now first we have to know shall only for I and we. That means first person. Okay, first person. Personage. For the first person, I and we, I and we, it will be shall and will be rest. Okay, rest of subject. Now, one more thing, if we make promise or emphasize, if we make promise or emphasize, mean determine, then it will interchange. Suppose I, actual, I, I'll go to school. Sorry, I shall go to school. I shall go to school. Okay, so this is the first rule. This is the grammar. You should know this rule. After I and we, it will come shall, and rest of the subject will be will. So I. So here the subject I, then it will be shall. So I shall go to school today. Okay, today or tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. So I shall go to school tomorrow. This normally I am saying. Okay. If I make promise, mean emphasizing. If I want to say this word in emphasize, so it will change. It will convert will. Then I will go to school. Okay. I will go to school tomorrow. That means I am making promise and I must go to school. And I am making the promise that I must go to school tomorrow. So I must, instead of must, we can use I will go to school. I will try. I will try to solve the problem. Okay. I'll I will try to solve the problem. That means I am making the promise that I will be able. I must solve. Okay. So we can say I must try or I will try. Actual in grammar, according to grammar, it it will be shall. Okay. I shall try. Normally it will be I shall, but if you want to say mm, in emphasizing, then you have to put the will. Okay. Some example. So subject I. Okay. So I, that means I shall, you know, as you know, I shall study. I shall study. I shall I shall talk to Ram. I shall talk to Ram in future. Mean I haven't talked. I haven't talked to Ram yet, but I in future I will talk. Okay. So he will. Okay. He will made verb. He will come. He will come. Come here. He'll come here. Here the subject is will. So apart from I and we. So here he is the subject. So that is why will. So he will come here. Further will go to Kolkata. Okay. So father will go to Kolkata. So here the father. So apart from this subject, only shall only shall I and we. Okay. And for father it will be okay. So now if we want to make the negative, see observe here there is the helping verb. There is a helping verb in this sentence. So if we want to make the negative sentence, it's so easy to make. Okay. Just simply put the not. after helping verb. Okay, that means I shall study. I shall not study. The contraction of shall not, shan't. I shan't study. I shall take. I shall talk to Rohim. I shall not. I shall not talk to Ram. So contraction of shall not, that is shan't. I shan't talk to Ram. Next, he will. He will come here. He will come here. So if we want to make the negative, then just put the not. Okay. So he won't. So the contraction of will not, that is won't. He won't come here. Father won't. Will not. Will not. That means won't. Father won't go to Kolkata today. So this is how we can make the negative. Okay, so if we want to make interrogative, so in the future indefinite there is already helping verb. So if we want to interrogative, just put the shall or will before the subject. Yeah, the structure will be this. Okay, so like this shall come here. Okay, so shall I study? Shall I study? Here, shall shall I talk to Rohim? So you have to give the question mark. Okay, shall I talk to Rohim? He. So here he small, and will he come here? Will he come here? This is the question mark. I am making the question. Okay, I am making the question. Will he come here? Will he come here? I'm making to you. I'm making the question to you whether he will come here or not. So will he come here? Father, father, will father go to Kolkata? Suppose I am making the question to my mom. Okay. So mom, will father go to Kolkata today? Will father go to Kolkata today? If I say, if I make it the negative of interrogative, okay, so will father not, will father not go to Kolkata? Will father not go to Kolkata? Okay, so I'm asking to my mom. Okay, will father not go to Kolkata? Or if you contract with the not, so won't. Okay, so won't father go to Kolkata? So this is the all about the affirmative and negative and interrogative. So if we want to make the WH question, this is the structure of WH questions of future indefinite. Okay. So if I make the sentence, at first you put a WH word according to meanings. So when so when you, if the subject you, so it will come will, you know. So when will you go? When will you go? When will you do the work? Where? Suppose the place word where. Where will he go? Where will he go? Where will he go? So now if we want to make the negative, why will not, that is won't. Why won't you go? I can ask you, why won't you go? It will not. Okay. The contraction of will not, that is won't. Why won't you go? The contraction of will not, won't. Okay. So will not, that is won't. Why won't you go? So if I say, why won't you do the work? Why won't? Okay? Why won't you do the work? Why? What's your problem? So next we'll learn about the future continuous. Okay? So what is the definition of future continuous? Future continuous means the action of a verb will be happening in future. That means if I talk behalf of this point, suppose this point is A, okay, and 3 p.m. okay, and here the 2 p.m. This is the past. This is the past. Okay, and now I am talking about the future tense, future continuous tense. So this point I am talking behalf of this point means point A, 3 p.m. So I want to say the verb V point B, that means action of a verb will start from here. In this sentence, the action of this verb seem it will be happening, it will be continuing in future. In future, it will be continuing. Okay, just continuous, just future indefinite, it will happen, it will be happen in future. Okay, it seem to be happen, it seem to be happen in future, but future continuous tense, it it seem to be happening, it will be continuing. Okay, so this is the definition of future continuous tense. Okay, so structure of the future continuous tense. Future continuous tense, subject, then shall be or will be, shall be and will be, and am beyond, and ing and object. You know, one more thing you have to memorize. Future tense mean obviously it will come shall or will. Shall or will. Mandatory. Future means shall will come. Mandatory. It must come shall either will. Okay. And one more thing, this is the continuous. Future continuous. So continuous mean there must be main verb plus ing. Okay, so main verb plus ing, and before the main verb ing it will come a be verb. So here the be verb, here the be verb be. So be verb. Now let's see some examples, then it will be so easy. Okay, I shall. Okay, I shall, I shall be. Okay, I shall be main verb doing. So main verb do. I shall be doing my homework. Homework. Okay. So I shall be doing my homeworks. This is the continuous mean in future. In future, the action of doing will be continue. It will not stop there. It will be happening on a particular time. See will. Okay. See mean will. It will come will be. See will be. See will be watching the match. The match tomorrow. Okay. See will be watching the match tomorrow. In future mean tomorrow it will be started. In tomorrow it will be started, and also at that point the action of the verb will be continuing, not stop in that particular time. Okay, it will be continuing tomorrow. The she will be watching the match tomorrow. Okay, i i shall I shall be. Okay, suppose I am making promise. Okay, I am making promise. Then I will go to college tomorrow. I'm making promise. Okay, to you. So in this case, I have to use I will be. Okay, I will be, not shall be, because I'm making the promise. I'm telling this my word, emphasizing. Okay, I'm emphasizing. I'm making promise. So I will be going. Okay, I mean I will be, then am on go plus ing. So I will be going to where? To college tomorrow. Okay, chalo. So I will be going to college tomorrow. The action of going will be continuing at the specific time. Okay, when I will be going to college. If you want to make it negative sentence, as you know, here to shall be doing, shall not be doing, will not be watching. I will not be going. So just put the not. Okay, as you know, if we want to make the interrogative, just put this shall shall I not be. So just shall, you put the shall before the subject. Shall I not? Okay, so if you want to negative of interrogative, you can use the not, or you can say shall I be doing, shall I be doing my homework, or will she be, okay, will she be watching the match tomorrow, or will I be going to college tomorrow? So will I, so I can say won't, because I made promise I will be going to college. If you say I think you won't go, so I can say won't I be going to college tomorrow. So next we'll learn about the future perfect. Okay. So what is the definition of future perfect? What does it mean? Future perfect. Okay. So if I say the definition of future perfect, so in future the action of a verb will be done. Okay. So will be done before a point of time. Or another definition, if I say in future two work will be done. Okay, in future two work will be done and one will be done before another. Okay, I think it has gone over the head. So now let's try to understand. I'm talking behalf of this point. Okay, suppose 3 p.m. Okay, so this is the future, this is the past. Okay, suppose 2 p.m. This is the future 4 p.m. Okay, so I am talking verb of this point, okay, future. Already the action of this verb hasn't been happened. Okay, so now, so in future two work will be done, will be completed. So suppose one action is A and another is B. Okay, two action will be completed, A and B. So obviously A will be done before B, isn't it? So this is this is the A point 4 p.m. and B 5 p.m. Okay. So now let's see some examples. It will be so clear. Action of my action mean reaching there will be happen at first. Then you go. Then you go there. Okay. After me, I will be there at first. Then you will go there. Next. Okay. The action of going, mean your action will be happen next. So this is the first future perfect. So I shall have reached there before you go. Okay. The next example, if I say he will have done the assignment before Ram does. Okay. He will have done his assignment. Okay. Assignment will be completed by him at first and then Ram will do. So this work is happening at first. That is why this is the future perfect and next present indefinite. Okay. So next, if you want to make it negative, just put I shall not, I shan't have reached there. If you want to make this I won't. Okay, so will not, that is called the won't. I won't have done the, sorry, he won't have done the assignment before Ram does. Okay, this is how you can also make the interrogative. Shall, shall, shall I, shall I have reached, shall I have reached there before you go. So here will, so will he have, will he will he have done the assignment before Ram does. We learn about the future perfect continuous tense. This is so difficult to understand, so try to understand. Okay, so this is the point 3 p.m. I'm talking behalf of this point. Okay, so now this is the past and this is the future. Now the first action A and second action B. Okay, like the future perfect tense, actual I told, in case of future perfect tense the two work will be completed in future and one will be done before another. Okay, so same way I will tell the action of the A verb, action of the A verb will be continuing, will be happening until the action of B started. So let's examples, then it will be so clear. So structure of future perfect continuous tense. Okay, so now future perfect continuous tense, I, as I told, each and every future tense there will have a shall or will. Okay, as this is the as it is future tense, so shall or will, it will be there. And second, this is the perfect continuous tense. As you know, present perfect continuous tense, subject, have been, has been, then main verb ing. Same, subject, then shall, because this is the future tense. Then have been. Okay, so have been be on of main verb and ing and object. Okay, if I say if I say the I, so as a subject I, then it will come I shall have been. Okay, so I shall have been main verb, suppose read. Okay, so read plus ing, so I shall have been reading book. So as I told, the first work A and second work B. So before second work I'll write before mom, before teacher, suppose teacher teacher come. Okay, comes, as it is the present indefinite, so comes. So I shall have been reading books. I shall have been reading books before teacher comes. Okay, this is the point of time. This is the point of time, 3, suppose 3 p.m. where I'm speaking. Okay, so mean behalf of this point I'm talking, and this is the suppose 5 p.m. and this is the 8 p.m. Okay, so first word I I shall have been reading. I shall have been reading mean the first work is start. Oh, okay, start reading books before before my teacher. Okay, so my teacher comes. So this work, my coming, the action of coming of teacher, that means second work. So before the second word, so it will be continuing up to 8 p.m. Okay, so I shall have been reading books before my teacher come. Okay, so actual in reality it is not used more, so just so this all about the tense and all the grammar. So guys, if you like this video, so then please you subscribe and like and please support me. Okay, so let's finish.